Well, hey there, everybody. I gotta play some Minecraft. Oh, I have to wait on an install. This has probably been another update since the last time. There's a lot of things in this picture I don't quite understand. Anyway, regardless, 15 years of Minecraft, indeed. But yeah, it, I'm not just here to play some Minecraft, which I've not done in some time. I'm here to talk channel stuffs and whatnot. And yeah, once the game gets loaded, we'll get underway. We'll talk about channel things and plans and hopes and wishes and dreams and whatnot. And if this, oh boy, okay. Look at that. That's what it looks like in the studio when I responded to this comment that somebody made about there being another Akiba's Trip game. Okay, let's go single player. Let's do New World. We gotta call it Butt Stankles because that's, yeah, allow commands. Oh, yeah, for sure. Anyway, uh, yeah, let's create a new world. So hard for me to not say the thing. I'm not gonna say the thing. Anyway, how does one Minecraft? I've not in some time done the crafting of the mines. Looks like we got a biome change right there that bodes well for potential villages if this game still works like it used to. Anyway, but we're not here to just craft mines. We are here to talk channel as well. Oh, I love the birchen timbers are my favorite. What is that? What is that? It's a different colored woof. Since when do woofs come in different colors? Anyway, I told you I've not played in some time. Anyway, but yeah, here's the thing. So, we all know, or at least many of you know, and people have been talking about it, that like this channel has somewhat stagnated. Like I was just looking at my my subscribers, and I'm -1 in the last 28 days. We've got Steam sale coming up, and I normally get like another ooh, 50 to 100 subscribers off of that. And yeah, people do tend to enjoy the Steam type. Oh, sheep, here we go. This is a good seed, I've got a feeling. Anyway, but yeah, people do tend to, oh no, split the stack, dingus. Okay, that's a nice even split. I clearly remember how to play this game. Oh boy. Anyway, all right. Now that we've got our whatnots, we've got our sticks, and we're going to turn these into planks. And then we're going to make a crafting table. Boop, badoop, badoop, badoop. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, why not do it quickly around in a circle real quick? Why not do it slowly while I'm trying to talk to you? Anyway, uh, so yeah, channel things. So followers of subscribers of this channel have stagnated, and I know that once I reach that much vaunted 1,000 subscriber mark, that I can start monetizing. But like my videos tend to get like 15, 20 viewers per. So it's not like monetizing would like change my life drastically overnight. It wouldn't not help. One of the things you have to understand, like, let me take this back to the very beginning. Well, okay, before I ramble too much, let me just say this. If you take one thing from this video, it is that I want to know what you think as people who watch this. What am I doing that you like? What am I doing that you don't like? What should I do differently? What could I do? Now, granted, there are a number of limitations on this channel just because there are, that's the way it goes. I don't have infinite time to spend on this, and I also don't have infinite money to spend on this because, as many of you know, I am a teacher by trade. So yeah, uh like there's one thing that has always been true, and someone said, pardon me for not remembering everybody who said everything, because so many of the people who have been on this conversation have been, long time viewers of the channel, which I really and truly appreciate. I want you to know that and feel that. But anyway, so somebody was saying, like, why not do games that more people care about? Because I'm always reviewing these like low budget indie titles so much of the time, which is kind of my lane. That's kind of where I live. And the reason for that is that there's a couple reasons for that, really, when we get down to it. What it is that I have a bunch of games. Let me quickly recap the story for those who don't know. So my channel was hacked by Russians at one point. There was a long stretch of years. Like, I got Steam because of the orange box. Back when Steam was a nuisance, a chewer up of system resources, and it was bad at it, and it made me angry, and I hated Steam for a long time, and therefore did not use it, which is how my Steam account was eventually hacked by those dastardly Russians. Anyway, the Russians, and I bought a physical copy of the orange box. That's how I got my Steam account, so I didn't have any like credit card information or anything linked to it. So when the Russians hacked my account and purchased uh a lot of games, like, so since when do birch and timbers grow this tall? That's crazy bananas. Anyway, uh so yeah, ever since the Russians done had hacked my account, um they purchased with, I don't know whose money, hopefully their own. Hopefully they weren't stealing credit cards, but if they're stealing Steam accounts, like, all things are on the table clearly. But anyway, like, let's see, to see if I remember how to Minecraft. Apparently I do slightly. Anyway, so yeah, they left me with like 700 games or so. And the problem has been that I've only added to that number. And what have I added to it? Well, because I'm a low budget dude, like, it's typically low budget games. So, like, if you're waiting on me to review Baldur's Gate 3, yeah, you're going to have to wait until I can get that game on sale for somewhere in the 15 to $20 region, because that is the maximum that I spend on games typically. Just, things being what they are. I don't know, $60 to spend on a game, especially if I'm not getting a physical copy of it. Anyway, so yeah, that's a definite limitation on my channel. And so much of the channel, like, yeah, going back to story mode, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just wandering around. Uh, so I created the channel as a way, it was for me, it was for me to go through my games. And why then upload videos on YouTube? So that I could go back to them mostly. Like, and remember what I liked and what I didn't like, because I will have said so on the review. And I assumed that if I just messed with it and like made it terrible, like my early videos, like a lot, someone found one of my earlier videos recently and it was rambly and crazy, uh even more rambly than this, if you can imagine. And yeah, there's a part of me that's a little bit embarrassed by that because like at first I had people telling me like, oh, we could get you 1,000 subscribers by next week if you like straighten up and fly right. And I was like, no thank you. Cuz like here's the funny thing, I'm really not motivated by money in this thing at all. I'm just motivated by love of the game, which, if I had to guess, is the reason why a lot of people are here, because, like, if you wanted to hear someone who's motivated by money yell at you about video games, because that's how most people approach it, they just shout the entire time, like, hey, welcome to the channel. We're going to be playing. Like, oh, boy. I can't handle that. Like I don't enjoy it at all. Um and that's just not my vibe. That's not who I am as a person. And so um yeah, has never been oh, how did you miss? Anyway, never been a thing that I've been interested in doing, never been a thing that I've been interested in hearing. So my entire vibe has always been, oh, I need to craft that bed that I'm clearly set up for, has always been to just like enjoy the games that I enjoy, share the love with other people who have a similar point of view on things, and that has been what it is. But for so much of it, it's always been like, what do I want? What do I think? What am I doing? And some of you have pointed out that that can be kind of frustrating because obviously the channel is not just about me and what I want anymore. There are other people involved and other people invested, and like you know, we're to a point where it's not been money, but actual monetary value has been spent on me and this channel by people that I don't know personally. And that's incredible. I'm talking about, getting free games. I love me some free games. Um, and that has always been a thing, like that, honest to God, like when I see those bigger channels out there, the ones, uh, and they get free games from like, big name companies and whatnot, I won't be shy about saying that, like, I definitely want that. Like, is the only part of YouTuber fame that I care about. Like, I don't care about actually chasing any sort of YouTuber fame. I care about like having fun and getting cool stuff. Like that's that is it. Like I'm telling you, not motivated by the money. Otherwise, I would not have become a teacher. Hilarious story. In my teacher orientation, my first teaching job, which was terrible, both the orientation and the job. No, actually, like I love those students. I just traveled back to go see them at graduation, see some of them, not all of them, unfortunately, but certainly a fair number of them. And it was so good to see people that I care about because, with teachers, it's all about the students. Like, that's who we care about. I mean, granted, you might be able to find teachers who are motivated by other things, but few and far between. Most teachers are motivated by love of education, love of students, end of list. Um, and that really is true. And so, like this being the case, uh, I don't run my channel like most people would, just because my intentions for it are not the same as most people. Like I have no interest in like becoming a big deal. But I do have interest in like spreading the joy, spreading the love. And here's something that I've often thought about. To what extent, because we've got a good crew here, we've got good people in this channel. Like anytime anybody leaves anything in the chat, it is uh always upbeat, always positive. Um and I love that. I love that people are supportive, and not that I can't take criticism, because some people have had some legitimate criticisms lately, which is indeed most of the reason why this video is happening right now. Uh, and it's okay. Like I come from a place like I started out as a theater major in college, and when you are a theater major, you get used to people being very critical of like the most minute minutia of the things that you were doing, and you learn to be like, thank you. Thank you for letting me know that I hold my hands weird, or whatever. um so yeah, I do accept criticism as coming from a good place, because people, generally speaking, unless they're just being a hater about it, is not going to take time to criticize something like this unless they are somehow invested in it. Um okay, let's start building a furnace so that we can make, yeah. Least favorite thing, I've said this many times, least favorite thing is that they ruined charcoal. The stupid, and I do mean stupid, caves update, that I'm still very much not a fan of. And I know people are a fan of it, whatever. Like you can be a fan of it. Oh, I didn't realize I had all these birch and timbers I should have been burning instead. Anyway, regardless, it'll be fine. Soon we will have charred coals, and then we can make torches, and then we can go deeper. Anyway, in the meantime, I should make another ads. Um so yeah, like my motivations are not normally what you'd see in a YouTube channel, and that'll explain a lot of why things go the way they do and why it might be frustrating for some of you. But like, I don't want this to not be a success, and it does feel like we are in a state of change currently, with this channel, like just hovering 250 subs shy of 1,000. And typically once you hit 1,000, then YouTube actually starts giving a crap about you. It's like the old, how do you become a New York Times best-selling author? Well, get a book on the New York Times bestseller list. And while that may sound stupid and counterintuitive, which it is, it's also true. Like, once you earn a certain level, then people start caring about you. And until you earn that certain level, ain't nobody give a crap. So, but I do worry sometimes that bringing in a whole bunch of more people might have a negative effect on the health of the channel, not in terms of like, oh, there are enough people watching and engaging and whatnot, but in terms of, are we wrecking the vibe, because so far it's been good people who have similar interests that I do, who want to see the same kinds of things that I do. At least I think so. I'm making that assumption. You can tell me if I'm wrong. I don't mind being wrong. I've been wrong before in my life. Uh, don't tell people that. It's a secret. Just kidding. But no, I've been wrong before, and I'm okay with the concept of being wrong. Um, and indeed will be wrong again before all is said and done. So just yeah, feel free to tell me what you think about all the things. What kind of videos have I done that you like? What kind of videos should I be doing? What kind of videos uh do you very specifically not like? Um and I will take it all under advisement because wait, I've got my what am I doing? Normally I don't like where do you keep your pickaxes? I keep mine in the 2 slot, and I had mine in the 1 slot for a second because it's been a minute since I played. Anyway, it's funny to see how different people play Minecraft. Like, I like to go underground as quickly as I can because basically I'm a dwarf. I mean, I don't mean that in the sense that I'm short. Uh, I mean that in the sense that like I go underground and dig for treasure, and that's all I care about in this game. Anyway, took a stupid hit there for no reason. Um, Maybe I should char some coal and cook some of this sheepen flesh. Uh, so yeah, like I think I've talked about some of the limitations on the channel, like uh limitations of time. I'm in the summertime right now, so my ability to be responsive to uh try new things and to see what we're capable of has never been a better time to do it. And so yeah, like let's do it. Let's have fun with it. um and yeah, if you have suggestions for things that could make this channel better, I want to hear them. I really and truly do. um Now I will tell you, there are some things that you would think that I would be smart about, like, oh geez, I wish I had pulled up people's names beforehand so that I could be like, this is who said this. But somebody was talking about how like because somebody was like, ugh, you're like 250 subscribers away from 1,000, like do games that people care about. And then another person chimed in and was like, uh well, I've been telling him to like fix his logo and do tags right, hashtags for forever, and I'll work on the logo. I'll find some time later, possibly today, to do that. Oh, my graphic designing wife just put hands on hips. Why, you want to graphically design me something? Oh, she made a face like, oh, I don't know. Do you want me to want you to graphically design something? Here's the thing that I need graphically designed. Well, you can look this up. The uh, I need a good small logo that people can see and recognize. Needs to be very small. Like, we're talking the very few pixels by very few pixels. I forget what the limit is. It's like 100 pixels by 100 pixels, something like that. Anyway, I'll get her the info. I'll put my graphically designing wife on this because when you have the English teacher doing the graphic design for your channel, does not go as well for some reason as it could when you have someone who yeah, knows about designing things graphically. I mean, granted, I have learned a lot about designing things graphically from my lovely wife, because you can't help but pick some things up. Ooh, I got an upgrade here and there when you are married to someone who does that. Well, she's a teacher just like me, but she has been a professional graphic designer. Oh, when I say she's a teacher just like me, I mean she's a better teacher than I am in a different field, a different subject area. Uh, is true. All of these things are true, but she has worked as an actual graphic designer, designing billboards and food packaging and trade show displays and all kinds of stuff. Um, anyway, uh, so yeah, uh, she could do some wonders, and I may have her do some wondrous work. Uh, and we'll make this channel graphically more appealing and unified in its design, and just mo better in general. Um, so yeah, that's a thing that can happen. Um, so if you're looking for that now, hashtagging properly, I don't know how to do that. Like, I literally don't. Those were pound signs when I was growing up. Like, I'm old. Water. Oh, I hate water. Hate water when I'm digging out caves. This is what we get from the stupid caves update, is just stupid amounts of water flooding into things. Now, granted, I know that I'm making my mine really close to this here water, but I like building on the waterfront because I'm a human, and humans build near waterways. That's like part of what it means to be a human being. It's true. True story. Uh Teach you all about, like, there's a reason that our earliest civilizations were in the meso of two very important Potamias. Um True. Because waterways have always been important to human survival. Anyway, how big is this nonsense? See, this isn't like an inlet from the ocean. It's just one of these stupid pockets of water that you get from the stupid caves update that has been horrific, that has ruined coal. Because why would you collect coal? Because once you get down to mining level, you can't even get coal anymore. So you have to, like, plant a forest of trees to get charcoal. It's stupid and I hate it. I really do. I really, really hate the caves update. Boy. Anyway, I still don't know what to do with bees. I know that people get mad if I were to chop down this tree. People would be like, "What are you doing?" Yeah, yeah. I don't know what I'm doing is the thing, which is why I put this video out. What am I doing? What should I be doing? But also bear in mind that, like, time is a precious resource. Because not only do I have a day job, but I've also got a family and a life. You know, and those of you who know will know that we moved recently for a variety of reasons. But we are closer to a lot of friends and family, and things are good. It's a good move, but turtle. Uh, but a big part of that is, we made a move so that my job wouldn't have to be my life anymore, because it really was. When you work in a small school district, it can really be your life. You can just put your everything into, they'll let you wear as many hats as you want to wear. And in fact, will force you to wear some you probably don't want to wear most of the time. I know a lot of teachers who left for that very reason. Just people putting stuff on them that they didn't want to do, and they realized, like, hey, if I leave, uh, I won't have to put up with this bullcrap anymore. Anyway, let's see if we can get slain. Oh, there's a jobby. Jobby is, oh, hello, jobbies. They are jobbies aplenty. Let's let them sizzle a little bit, even out the steaks here, because I don't have an S word. I just have an ads. Come here. Come here. Trying to set the night on fire. The time to hesitate is through. Anyway, I don't want to wallow in the mire. Um, yeah. So yeah, there are time constraints, there are money constraints. Um, what other constraints? I don't know. Like the other thing is that I don't want to stop my mission of reviewing all the games that I already have, which means, oh, sweet iron. Which means that I'm going to be reviewing some budget indie titles, some indie titles that are just budget as all get out. Yeah, I need to not die. That would be good. And I don't care if I get hungry, because whatever. Oh, jeez. Yeah, let's do this right. Anyway, oh, good. I did it in the wrong spot. Hopefully he'll still be able to reach. But yeah, like yeah, time constraints, money constraints, the desire to still review all of the crazy little budget games that I've got. But there are other things that I can do. Like I'm going to make a video at some point. I've recently gotten a lot of my consoles hooked up to a single TV. And I want to show you that jank. Oh, did I just freeze? Oh, I did. What footsteps? Those are mine. Yeah. Who else plays with these subtitles on? It's super handy for letting you know who's coming and when and where. Anyway, um but yeah, like um things. I think I've said my piece mostly. I think I've put out there what I need to put out there. Like there are things that I will be willing to bend on and things that I can't possibly, but like meh. I think we can find a way for everybody to be happy, including me, which is like the entire point. It's been a pursuit of late of like how to help me be happy cuz like, you know, I like many of you survived COVID and whatnot and know that like things be wildly depressing, and I also have depression as a condition that probably a lot of you also do as well. Like just knowing how things go. And so like yeah, a lot of this is helping me to have a creative outlet and to deal with the things that I got to deal with and to be happy with how things are going in my life. Uh so yeah, if there's a way for me to make everybody happier and still meet the core goal of this being a thing that I do, let's go for it. So help me to help you. Help me to help you. I've never actually seen that movie. Uh I don't know. I try not to see too many Tom Cruise movies for reasons. Anyway, well, people, let's not go any deeper than that. So you got to watch me how I start a new Minecraft world, kind of, and yeah, hear me ramble and talk about things. Most of what you needed to know, I got out in the first couple of minutes, and then I've just been wandering around the point for the rest of this time. So anyway, please do fill up the comment section. I will read them. I will respond to them. I will tell you what I think. I will do what I can, and that's that. And like maybe we will reach that 1,000. Who knows? Maybe we never will. Maybe we'll just stay small forever, and that will be what makes us all the most happy. Won't be what makes us all the most happy, but be what makes uh some people happy. Probably can't be. It's a non-zero integer, pretty sure. Anyway, people, uh yeah, let's leave that there. Let's wrap this up. Let's call it a day because it's almost the end of the day. Anyway, people, that's gonna do for this one. I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.